But now it is time to get into my favorite segment this week in Shohei Ohtani news, presented by Mattress Firm. So talk to an expert and unjunk your sleep today like I have. But let's get into it now with my favorite segment this week in Shohei Ohtani news. I'm going to tell you why he is this year's 2021 AL MVP. He had another miraculous week in Major League Baseball, and I went to Angel Stadium and came away with a bunch of stuff. So we're going to do a little show and tell for you. But let's get into it, and I'm going to explain why he is this year's MVP. I've been telling you all year, this guy's going to be the MVP. You know who agrees with me now? Everybody. If you go to Fox Bet, Shohei Ohtani is minus 5,000. 5,000 to win the AL MVP. The next closest player is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at plus 2,000. When I tweeted this, he was plus 1,500. He's now plus 2,000. This is happening, my friends. It's over. Book it. Shohei Ohtani is your AL MVP this year. I've been telling you, this is the most incredible season we have ever seen. On the National League side, the consensus MVP is Fernando Tatis Jr. He's about minus 280. So to compare that, the people that most people think he's going to win MVP on the National League side, he's minus 280. Shohei Ohtani is minus 5,000 to win the American League MVP. And I could not be more excited because that means that this is happening. And nothing showcases why better than look at this past week in Major League Baseball for him. He pitched on the mound against the Texas Rangers. He threw 117 pitches. He got the win on the mound. He struck out 8. Just another incredible start. 117 pitches, a career high for Shohei Ohtani. Honestly, threw great. You know what else he did that surprised me? Even though nothing should really surprise me anymore about what he's doing. He gave up a hit on an 0-2 count for the first time all year. The first time all season, he gave up a hit on an 0-2 count. You know how crazy that is? You know how many 0-2 counts I got into every single game? That's probably why I'm sitting here right now, but it happens all the time. He hasn't given up a hit one time all year until this past game on an 0-2 count. So another great start. He's now 9-1 on the year. One win away from double-digit wins. He's probably got about 2 or 3 starts left this year, I would say. And man, do I hope he can get to 10-1 on the year, because that would just be incredible and be up there in the highest win percentages in a single season of all time for a pitcher. So a great outing on the mound. And then Tuesday, he stole home. I was there. He stole home and he stole my heart. That's what he did on Tuesday. I was there. I got to watch it. Catcher throws down to second. Shohei takes off for home, slides in safe. Not only did he steal home and show off the wheels, he also had a perfect slide into home. Reaches around Gary Sanchez, slides into home. He's the first person to steal home and get a win on the mound in the same since 2001, I believe. Since 2001, the first player to steal home and earn a win as a pitcher in the same season since Darren Dreifert in 2001. I can't imagine that list is very long. Also, Shohei Ohtani did it in the same week, might I add. Got a win on the mound and stole home. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Not only did he do that, not only was he running fast, not only did he throw great, he hit 2 bombs. Home run number 42 on Monday, and then home run number 43, an absolute bomb, leading all of Major League Baseball as a pitcher in home runs. Truly incredible. 2 more this week, 42 and 43 home runs. He is at 43 home runs. You know, and it got me to thinking he's very close to the all-time Angels home run single season record. Troy Glaus holds this record at 47 home runs. So he's 4 away from tying the Angels single season record. He's 2 away from tying Mike Trout's best season, which was 45. That's really eye-opening to me. I think of Mike Trout as one of the best players of all time, in my opinion. Consensus, I would say top 10 player of all time. In my opinion, he's higher than that. I think he's on the Mount Rushmore of baseball players of all time. Mike Trout's best season, home run-wise, 45 homers. Shohei Ohtani is at 43. Think about that. One of the best players in history played in the same organization, and he could potentially and hopefully pass him for single-season home runs. If he, in my opinion, he's going to get there. I think he gets to 47. I don't know if he gets to 50. I think he ends somewhere in that 47 to 50 range. But, guys, he could potentially break the all-time single-season record for the Angels' home runs. That's just incredible. Just incredible. Look, he's some of these stats that keep getting thrown out every single week are just mind-blowing to me. I sit there, I'm watching him play. I look on Twitter. He's breaking another record every single day he does something. He's even tougher to pitch against at home. Most consecutive home starts without a loss. He's at 14. 14 home starts without a loss. That's ridiculous. Ohtani has not lost at home since April 17th, 2018. 2018, he hasn't lost at home. You know, so a lot of us get caught up in what he's doing offensively because it's special. It is. I get it. But we can't overlook what he's doing on the pitching side. One of the highest win percentages of all time. He hasn't lost at home since 2018. You don't want to face Shohei Ohtani at home. You just don't want to do it. You're going to lose. You don't want to face his splitter. He's got the lowest batting average against on his splitter of anybody, of any pitch in all of baseball this year. I mean, the stats are mind-blowing. Guys, the stats are absolutely mind-blowing what he is doing this year. So 43 home runs now for Shohei Ohtani this year. The consensus, hands-down MVP. I've been trying to tell you all year, but it is happening. It's happening. Shohei Ohtani is the MVP. But I want to talk about Tuesday of this past week. I got to go to Angel Stadium. I'm going to be part of a feature presentation. My now friend Masa came over. He's from Japan. And he came over to shoot something for me and Shohei Ohtani. And I get there on Tuesday, and I realized this is a pretty cool thing that's happening. And it was, the Angels had set it up. It was through, he works for NHK in Japan. And he went through the Angels to get my contact information. I get there. I talk to him for about an hour. We're interviewed for about an hour. I walk out on the field. And then, while I'm out on the field, some of the Angels staff come up to me with all of the Shohei Ohtani gear that they have ever given away since he became part of the team years ago. I was in heaven. I was like a kid on Christmas. I was like a kid in a candy shop, whatever you want to say, that was me. And I brought it all in studio today, and I want to do a little show and tell of all of the Shohei Ohtani gear that I got on Tuesday that is now all mine. And I love it all. So let's do it. First off, the Shohei Ohtani pillow, a staple, one of my favorites. I actually already had one of these. It's sitting on my couch at home, so got another one of these bad boys. Next up, some bobbleheads. Look at this bobblehead. How cool is this bobblehead? This is not from this year. Him pitching and hitting. One of my favorite bobbleheads I have ever seen. Next up, I believe this one was from 2018 or 19, him hitting. I don't think this looks like him, but it's a cool bobblehead, and I love it. Next up, Shohei Ohtani shirt. An Angel shirt. I mean, this is incredible. They really hooked it up here. Another one. This shirt might look familiar to you. I don't know if it looks a little familiar. Got another one of these bad boys. But here is my favorite part. Guys. Oh, I got my own Shohei Ohtani blanket. Are you kidding me? This is going to go on my bed. It's going to tuck me in at night. Shohei Ohtani. I have my own blanket now. An absolutely incredible day at Angel Stadium. And that does it for this week in Shohei Ohtani news. All right, and that leads right into this week's Twitter poll. So if you aren't following, every week we come out with a Twitter poll at Flippin Bats Pod on Twitter. And you guys can be part of the show, an interactive part where you get to vote on the poll every week. And this week's poll was, you can only pick one Shohei Ohtani skill. Which one are you taking? Hitting, pitching, or speed? Hitting, pitching, or his speed? And the results of the poll, far and away the winner, his hitting at 70.4% of the vote. If you could only pick one of Shohei Ohtani's skill, luckily he doesn't have to pick one, he has every single one. Which one are you picking? Hitting with 70.4%, pitching with 25.3%, and speed with 4.4% of the vote. That's what I voted for. I voted for hitting because I was a hitter. And everybody knows hitters are cooler. That's why I'm cooler than my brother, because hitters are cooler. But look, there's nothing as cool as just hitting absolute bombs. He's got 43 of them this year. Luckily for him, he does all of these really, really well. Over 40 homers, a 9-1 record on the mound, over 20 stolen bases, things that have never been done before. But we asked you this week, if you could only pick one of his skills, which would it be? And with 70.4% of the vote, you all chose hitting. And I understand, I get it, I love that vote. So make sure you guys every week are voting and participating in the poll at Flippin Bats Pod on Twitter so you can be a part of the poll every single week. And thank you for voting this week. Thanks for watching. If you love Flippin Bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.